Hey guys, it's me. So I'm going to get started on the look. What I used to start with was the Maybelline Mineral Power Natural Perfecting Foundation. So that's this one, and this is what you can find in the United States. Of course, I ran out of this, so I run to see if they have it in France, and I find this, which is the Maybelline Pure Fluid Mineral. So it's the same product. However, the system is totally different. This is Light 2, which is the shade I wear in the Maybelline version. But this is 030 Sable, which is sand. So I was so annoyed trying to find the right one, but this ended up being the exact same shade. Why they can't have the same system, I don't know. But so this is, if you're in America, this one. If you're in France, this one. Same thing. So I just use about 2 pumps of the foundation, and then I'm just going to apply it with my fingers really quickly, which I feel gives a pretty even coverage. And I really like this foundation. I've mentioned this before. It's just a really light foundation, but it gives a good amount of coverage, and you can layer it if you need to, but if not, it can just gives a really nice finish too, because some foundations I find are too matte, and some are too dewy, and you just kind of want to be somewhere in between. And this one just gives kind of the natural look that I feel like skin already has. I guess that makes sense. So you can apply this with a brush. I don't know, I just like applying it with my fingers. It kind of warms up the foundation to rub it into your skin. And before I started, I used Mark's Primed for Perfection primer, and even before that I used Nivea moisturizer, in case you're wondering. Alright, so that is the foundation. Pretty simple. See? And next I'm just going to use loose powder. And so I'm using the one from Sonia Kashuk. It's number 2 Colorless Matte. Just got this at Target. And just to set the foundation a little bit. And I'm using it with my Eco Tools brush, which I also got at Target. I love Eco Tools brushes. They're really soft and pretty inexpensive. I think this one was probably $7. So just apply the powder right on top. And I'm really not using very much because I don't want to lose the radiance from the foundation. Perfect. Alright, next I'm going to use my NARS multiple, and it is in Palm Beach. I love this multiple so much. It's a beautiful bronze. I know it looks really dark, but you can actually use a good amount. And it just has really pretty gold flecks without being too shimmery. So basically what I do is I just apply it like war paint almost. So I start up in the temple and move down to here, onto the nose, temple, and a tiny bit on the forehead, and a tiny bit on the chin. And then I'm done. No, I'm just kidding. So then I like to blend it with my fingers, and I actually more tap than rub. I find that it gives a better pigmentation if you don't rub it, because if you rub it you're going to get a lot just on your hands. So I just kind of tap it in, making sure though that it's evenly distributed, so it doesn't look like I'm just dirty, which sometimes can happen with bronzers. But I highly, highly recommend this bronzer. And actually, NARS just came out with some new illuminators. I have the Orgasm Illuminator, but they came out with a whole new line of them, including Laguna Beach, which is another one of their great bronzers. And so I really want to try that when I get back to the States. So you can see it's just rubbed in. It just gives a lot of that sun-kissed look to the face without being overly bronzy. And it also is good for like a little bit of contouring. And then I do actually use a little bit of it on my chest, especially if I'm wearing a top like this, just to make it all match, so I just make kind of like an X. And then usually I put a little bit of lotion on my hands to rub it in. This is the Nivea Soft, and I just put like this much on my hands to rub it in on the décolleté, just to give kind of a uniform look to the face and neck, especially if you're going to be taking pictures. You want to make sure it doesn't look like your head is super dark and your body has no color. Okay, so that's done. And next I'm going to set the bronzer with powder bronzer just to make sure that it stays all day. And I'm using a NARS bronzer. I think it's actually technically a NARS blush. I think it's in Lovejoy. I'll double check, but that's this one right here. And I just use a tiny bit on my Mark angled brush, tiny bit, just to tap it over where I use the bronzer and on the chest. A little bit on the jawline. And I even like to put a little bit on my ears. You never know. Don't want them to look silly. Okay, so that's it for the bronzer and the foundation. Now I am going to do the eyes. I'm just going to use my Tarte Lash Curler to curl my lashes. And this is literally probably my favorite part about makeup. My makeup routine is curling my lashes. That and blush probably. I find that when I curl my lashes every day, curling my lashes just makes my eyes open up and look a lot prettier, because my lashes are pretty straight, and they're actually kind of light, so I do need to use a darker mascara to make them stand out. But when I don't curl my lashes, I feel like I just look tired, and I don't know, my eyes just don't look the same. So now I'm going to use Mark Lash Splash Mascara, which is a great lengthening mascara, and I'm going more for length than volume on this look. It's a really dark black, and it stays on really well, and so I highly recommend it. And I have it here to hook up with Get In Line, which is a great liquid liner from Mark as well. It's just a black liquid liner. It's also waterproof, like Lash Splash. So you can just tell the difference. And it's also, hookups are great because they're really inexpensive. I believe the Lash Splash is around $7, as is the Get In Line. So you can have them both together, and I just always throw this in my bag so that I have my liner and my mascara ready whenever I need it. So there's the eyes, and then I'm just going to use a little bit of my erase paste in number 2 for my dark circles, and I just apply it with my ring finger and just tap it in like this, and a little bit on the eyelid to brighten the eyes. And I use a little bit around my nostrils. Sometimes I get redness there. Okay, next I'm going to do blush, and I'm going to start with the NARS Multiple in Orgasm, which is gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. And it's just, as you know, peachy pink with gold flecks. I just apply it right on the apples of my cheeks, and it just gives the most awesome, like, beautiful lit from within glow. And then I just like to set that multiple with NARS blush in Sex Appeal, which is actually a really light ballet pink blush. Whoops! Looks like this. No, this. That's that. To set the look so the blush lasts all day. Because in the summer and the spring, I don't really like to touch up my makeup, so I like to make sure that it's staying for good, even if it's sunny or no matter where you're going, so the makeup doesn't melt off. So it's good to layer cream or liquid and powder. And I'm going to finish with the lips. And for the lips, I'm doing something a little bit fun. It's kind of a punchy lip, which I don't usually do, but I'm starting with NARS lipstick in Funny Face, which is, as you can see, a bright fuchsia. So I do just a little bit of this right on the lips. To really give a strong base. Okay. And then next I use MARC lipstick in Sweetie Pie, which is an adorable retro pink. And I just layer that on top. And this lightens it a lot. And last, I finish with the NARS lip lacquer in Chelsea Girls, which is one of my favorite lacquers, glosses. And this really gives a pretty glossy finish. So that's the look. That's my new spring summer routine. I hope you guys like it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments, and if you guys have any video requests, please let me know. I love taking video requests, and usually when I get one I do it, so don't hesitate if there's something you want to see. And thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.